What is the DC?
11.
Okay, Genie passes.
Dog fails.
Orson fails.
Okay, so
Said
Orson.
4?
Yes, 4 fire damage from the mephit that blew up. I will let anybody currently in this room right now spend their reaction to learn something interesting.
I'll do it.
Make a perception check as a reaction.
Okay. That is a... That's probably not going to do it. That is... What is my insight? You said insight or perception?
Perception.
All right. That's a 3.
A 3?
Is Victor in the room?
Yeah, you can use a reaction right now. So make a
Given that
perception
Victor
check.
knows nothing about floating coal, yeah, he's going to use his reaction.
Okay, yeah, make that perception check. 3's not going to do it. Roll better than 3.
16?
Victor, you've watched some of these attacks hitting the ghost and hitting the furnace. The train slowing down when that happened. However, when Silhouette threw that magical scroll and caused that icy blast of water to fire off ahead of her, it killed the mephit and it seemed to have a damage effect on the ghost, but the train didn't slow down. You don't think you can slow it down any more than it's going right now.
Victor will relay that information.
Or you can relay it inside here, but not to the people outside.
Yeah, inside I'll tell him.
All right, so Silhouette moving or staying put?
So it's good.
Okay, who's next?
Periwinkle with pink token on deck. Periwinkle will move to here. Take a multi-attack on the ghost.
Okay.
First attack hits an armor class of 13.
13 will hit.
Dealing 6 slashing. Second attack hits an armor class of 16.
A 16 will also hit.
Dealing 12 slashing.
Okay. And again, the
And then
ghost...
she will take...
Go ahead.
She'll take her second wind for 6 hit points back.
Sounds like a good idea. Again, the ghost seems to be sustaining damage, but the train is not slowing down any more than it already is. And is she staying put there?
Yep.
Okay, who's next?
Now we have pink token with Eevee on deck.
Okay. Edmont and Ekon.
Yeah.
I need strength saving throws from each of you.
$15.
I don't think that's gonna strength saving throw.
Looking for a 16.
No, definitely not.
So both of you failed?
Yep.
Okay. 8 points of force damage to each of you, and you're both knocked prone. As from the smokestack of the train are fired these 2 gouts of smoke, which launch into the air and then snake downwards at you, knocking your feet out from under you, and you land face down on the tracks. And who's next?
Eevee with dog on deck.
Okay, do I attack the train or do I try to help Renee so she doesn't die?
She has 1 hit point. And remember, these characters do not get death saves.
Yeah.
There's no
All
such
right.
thing as Phoenix Down.
Oh, she can't suplex the train, so she's kind of useless now.
Well, she can still attack it. I'm going to use my Words of Resolve to give her 15 temporary hit points.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no. Genie has the frickin' turret. The turret can do that.
Well, if I have to be within 60 feet, which I am, but...
You
Technically.
need a bonus action to pulse it,
I
and you
need a
have no
bonus-
control on where it is right now.
Right.
Okay. I'm gonna give those hit points to Renee. She is at effectively 16 hit points now.
So 1 hit point and 15 temp.
Yep.
Only one that matters is the last one.
It's true.
Bonus action. I'll give bonus action to let Renee get advantage on her next attack. And what I'm going to do... Can I have my familiar fly alongside the train?
You can try. Is that what you're saying? Telling it to do?
Yeah, okay. That's what I'm going to try again. I'm going to try to get the familiar to fly alongside the train and give me an adjacent ally to.
So you want it
get
to
sneak-
fly on this square, which is a square to the south of where you guys are running along the tracks. Is that correct?
I mean,
Just have it fly in front of the train.
actually, have it fly right in front of the train. Can it? I don't know if I can have it do that kind of movement.
It can, but then it's in the train might collide with it as it lurches forward.
Okay.
If you're willing to put the familiar into a place where the train can hit it, I'm willing to give you the advantage from its help action.
Okay. So.
Or counting it as an ally for sneak attack.
Okay. What I'm gonna do? He's gonna be here, and I'm hoping that the train comes forward 5 feet.
Okay.
And if the train comes into 5 feet, its held action is to give me advantage on my next attack.
Okay.
We're gonna do some science here.
We're going to do some science. Is that it for Evie and her familiar?
Let's see. I already moved. Yeah. Yeah. I'll just stay here.
And who's next?
Got dog with white token on deck.
Rescatuyonce.
Rescatuyonce is going to attack the ghost.
Okay.
This
So-
fight's gonna take forever because all the people who are supposed to be hitting the train are falling down on the job.
Does an 11 hit the ghost?
Does not.
Okay, so the claw misses. And the bite is a 13.
13 will hit.
Bite is 2d6 plus 3. 12 points of bite
Okay.
damage.
And the apparition recoils from the bite. Is she moving or staying put?
She's going to stay put.
Who's next?
Then we've got white token with Orson on deck.
Okay. I'm going to need... Periwinkle, Silhouette, and Victor. Please make a DC 15 Charisma saving throw.
God damn you.
Fail.
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 All three failed?
Dude, we got rolled today. What do you expect?
13 points of psychic damage. And the three of you are stunned until the start of your next turn.
Silhouette is bloodied
As
badly.
images of horrific fates that await you and your family members in the future, Victor. All the terrible, terrible ways they can die, or you could die. So you are stunned until the start of your next turn. And then who's next after that?
We have Orson with green enemy token on deck.
Okay.
All right. Well, spear thrust 1 is a 12.
Against the ghost?
Yeah.
Yeah, that hits.
8 points. Spear thrust 2 is a nat 1, and the butt is a 21. So that's 8 and 7.
Okay, and the ghost continues to recoil from the damage. Is he moving or staying put?
He is going to. He's going to stay put.
All right, who's next?
Got green enemy token with Edmont on deck.
Okay, it's going to leave Victor's threat range first. Victor can't
He's
do
stunned.
anything because he's stunned. It's going to leave Silhouette's threat range next. She's also stunned. It's going to leave Orson's threat range here.
Well, he gets it when it steps in here, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true. He can do it in here.
That's a 26.
All right, so he breaks the first clump of coal. The second one, Victor can't do anything. Silhouette can't do anything. Periwinkle can't do anything. It's going to get to here and then leave Rescatuyonce's threat range.
The dog will try to attack it.
Okay?
But not with a 7, I don't think.
Not with a 7. The coal ignites inside and the train speeds up. And then the third lump of coal, I don't think there's anybody that can stop it.
Now his genie can do it.
Genie can't do it because the thing's going to burn up before it leaves her threat range. Unless she's got a way to attack it when it enters her threat range. Then yeah, the train speeds up twice. Who's next?
Let's see. So Edmont with Ekon on deck.
Edmont
If
is
I
laying...
would stand up.
Sure.
Oh no, that's not me. Um. Take a shot with an arrow. Yeah, I'm gonna take a shot with an arrow.
Very good.
$13.
13 will not hit.
Yeah. Staying put here.
All right. Who's next?
You have multi-attack.
Ekon. So
Does
15
Edmont's
feet
multi-attack
stand up.
not apply to arrows?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, you're going to fire 2 arrows or
Fine.
just the one?
Yeah, just fire 2 then. How about a 17?
That'll hit.
Okay.
Hit him.
4 points of piercing damage. This generic ass non-magical arrow.
All right. And then you're staying put, and then it's to Ekon. Is that correct?
Yep.
All right.
So you said that like a turret, this thing couldn't make dexterity saves.
Pretty much, yeah. It's. I mean, it can move, but
5,
only in one
10.
direction.
15. Fairy fire using my house slot.
Hey!
I might
Oh,
ask
there
for
you
a
go.
save, but you know,
What color does the train glow?
bright white like the brilliant sun in the morning.
Great. The whole train is glowing bright, brilliant white. And it does. I mean, even if it could repeat that dex save, it would just keep failing it. So,
Bonus action to pull Renee 5 feet,
okay.
and that's the end of Ekon's turn.
Renee's confident that she can suplex it still.
Got the Mephits and then white disc.
Mephits. Only one Mephit spawns in. It comes bursting out of the furnace. And then the white disc, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. $10 so this familiar is gone.
I thought that doesn't happen until the red disc.
Oh, you're right. I mean, that's going to happen next, though, isn't it? No, 2 more turns.
They could slow
Bricker
down.
really wants to delete him.
I'm going
Another,
to. All right, so that's the bottom of the order. We're back to the top again.
Genie with Victor on deck.
All right. I need a.
That's leaving a threat range.
I mean, it's the ghost. Whatever.
You're leaving the ghost threat range?
Yeah.
I mean, it is going to try to touch you.
No Yamate bad touch.
I have a 22 to hit.
Well, yeah.
Bad touch.
$16 points of psychic damage.
Very bad touch.
And roll me a d4.
Oh, come on. Who?
2. Subtract that from your next hit roll or saving throw.
Okay.
As you move backwards away, if the thing just reaches out, you just feel the cold of its hand and see those violent images again in your mind.
Uh-huh.
Now what are you doing? Are you going to break
I'm going to...
my boss?
No, I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on the ninja.
On the ninja? More of an
Yeah.
assassin, really.
Yeah.
That's a ninja. I don't care.
They say
You know,
she slit her mama's throat for a nickel.
She gets back 14 hit points.
Nice. Thank you.
And everybody out here gets back... Actually, you know what? No. Bonus action pointed in the thing with the water.
Okay.
Because that's a bonus action. This right here, I guess this ghost gives me a DC 13 I forgot what to say.
Thought it was Constitution.
That was strength. For the water, I thought it was strength.
Yeah, decanter of endless water. I will Google it. I had it open and then I closed it to Google a different spell. Strength.
Doesn't make much of a difference. Yeah, it turns into an 8.
Yeah, it's a DC 13 strength saving throw. Okay, he takes 2 points of damage,
Okay.
bludgeoning damage, and the water continue. I guess the water since he's incorporeal. I guess the water continues on
Correct.
into the engine.
And Genie is staying put there.
Yes.
And no temp HP for your friends.
No temp HP. I figure slowing the train down is better.
All right. Who's
Got
next?
Victor with train movement on deck.
Victor is going to curse at the ghost and bonus action Hunter's Mark.
Really mad that you've taken away Silhouette's reactions, Brick Road.
And then we're going to throw a dagger at the ghost.
Okay.
With a big roll of 11.
Very good. That does not hit.
Genie yells at you, "Go outside and fight the train." Because
You got this? Victor will glance at Genie.
Yeah.
Okay. So then he will use his movement to go outside again. Genie says she's got it.
So you can get to about that square here. Because you've got to climb up to the train and then use your movement to get across.
Yeah.
I mean, a rogue can use a bonus action. Oh, you've already used your bonus action. You don't have one
Yeah.
anymore.
All right, we've got train movement with Renee on deck.
Okay, so 10 feet. The familiar's dead.
Oh, it didn't slow him down anymore?
20 feet. It did a little bit. And 30 feet.
Whoa.
You wanted me to leave, Genie?
You missed. You attacked the guy and missed.
I know. Don't remind me.
Ooh, that's a lot of big numbers. All right, so these two will end up here.
I think Renee is dead, you guys.
Oh yeah.
Renee and Evie take 29 points of bludgeoning damage. As the train continues to speed up forward, and you two are not
we
running
got it.
fast enough.
We got it down to, like, this train can't go any slower to it moves 30 feet.
You guys let 2 lumps of coal go.
Let 2
Let
clumps
it
of coal go. With, yeah. Let's doing a lot of heavy lifting there, Brick Road.
Is that it for Renee?
I think Renee is dead.
The train runs Renee over, and she
That
is
is
no
it.
more.
She
How's Evie
died
look?
doing it, she-
Evie's hurt, but she's still alive.
Okay.
Got Silhouette with Periwinkle on deck.
Okay, Silhouette is no longer stunned.
Silhouette is
Periwinkle no longer
angry.
stunned.
Silhouette doesn't have emotions.
Pink token with Evie on deck.
Does Silhouette just not get an action at this point?
No, she does. She's no longer stunned. The stun wears off at the start of her turn.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
The psychic stun is basically to prevent people from intercepting coal.
Move there. Gonna stab the ghost. Nat 20.
All right.
3, 4, 7 points piercing damage from the first hit.
Okay.
Second attack. 23. No, 22.
22 will hit.
For 7 points piercing damage from the second hit.
Okay. And is she moving or staying put?
She's good there.
And with those attacks, you feel the train slowing down once more.
So Periwinkle with pink token on deck. Just gonna go ahead and attack the Miffit with multi-attack.
Sure.
Hits an armor class of 19.
19 will hit.
Dealing 12 slashing damage.
And that's enough for the Mephit. So we need Orson and Periwinkle to make a DC 11 Dexterity saving throw.
Passed.
So 9 points of damage, which they can both ignore from the death burst.
Second attack is on the ghost.
Sure.
Hits an armor class of 17.
She also gets her bonus action back, I believe.
Yeah, I'm prepared to do that.
Cool. Okay. Armor class
17 hit,
that does
right?
hit.
For 5 damage, and then bonus action cleave hits 25
That does hit.
for 9 points of slashing damage.
Okay. And the train slows down yet again.
That's it for her. We've got pink token with Evie on deck.
Do we even spawn more Mephits? No Mephits issue forth from the furnace.
Evie with Doggo on deck.
Oh, that was
All
pink,
right.
not lilac. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
My mistake.
Well,
I think pink is the train
Yes,
shooting us.
pink is the train attack. Ekon and Edmont.
Sir.
Can I please have a strength saving throw? Yeah, strength saving throw, please.
Nope.
6.
Looking for a 16. It's going to be 10 points of force damage. And again, the two of you are knocked prone as the smokestack belches forth its smoke. It snakes down and knocks your feet out from under you.
Passed concentration on Fairy Fire.
Okay.
So it still has Fairy Fire on it.
Oh, goody.
Who's next?
Evie with Dog on board.
Oh, I need to take concentration to see if my 100... Well, I took a lot of damage, so I don't even know what that roll would look like.
It's half the damage or 20, which is high, which is either which is lower. Yeah, or 10, whichever is higher.
Oh,
So you
that
took,
was...
So you took,
mark
like,
is
So you took 46. So half of that would be 23. You got to make a DC 23 concentration save.
I don't think I can make that. So the spell's gone.
So no more Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
It's still fairy fired, though.
Yeah, I can still attack it. And I do have Radiant on my dagger. So make this attack at advantage. Maybe I'll get it lucky. Get a 20. That was a 4. That's a much better number. This is a 26 to hit the terrain.
That'll hit.
All right, so this is...
Get that sneak attack.
Oh yeah, this is... Of course I rolled the worst damage numbers ever. This is 15 radiant. If it's weak to radiant, it takes 30.
15 radiant. The whole train seems to ripple and contract. I need to apply...
Good job, Evie. Hit it again.
I would need every character inside the train to make a strength saving throw, please.
Oh god. I didn't know this was going to happen, but I should have.
Periwinkle failed.
It's going to be 16.
Rolled.
oh,
So
Genie
what failed?
passed. Genie passed, and Orson failed.
Okay, it's strength 16 save or knocked prone. You guys can tell what's happening outside as somebody has struck the train with radiant damage. And in what feels like a method to protect itself as the space inside the train contorts and shifts, you feel the pressure and then an instant release of it, which knocks you all off of your feet. Orson is knocked prone. And who else? Everybody else passed?
Periwinkle
Oh,
failed.
what's
What was the
prone?
damage?
There was no damage, just knocked prone.
Oh, okay.
Silhouette is prone as well.
Okay. But not the dog, huh?
So it's still Evie's turn.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Victor
he-
also needs to make that save. He's up on top of the train. Don't fail this, Victor. You know what happens.
Hey, look, I finally rolled a 19.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So Evie watches the train roll over Renee's lifeless body. It's like, wow, I can't believe she tried to suplex a train.
That was really dumb.
Yeah. I'll give advantage to Victor to hit the train, and then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
So wait, Evie, he already has advantage because of Fairy Fire.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to dash.
Bonus action to dash.
Yep, 5, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
That's
You
50.
know, I don't trust broker. 60.
That's 60.
You're just gonna leave your cousin sitting there?
Like, fine.
Who's next?
Doggo with white token on deck.
Doggo.
Alright, Doggo. So if I'm reading this right, I can use Dog Eat Strangers on every cycle through, right?
Yeah, you can reckless attack as much as you want.
Dog's gonna be reckless. Claw bite. Well, the claw, unless like 11 hits,
11 does not hit.
and the bite. Oh, it's a natural 20.
Okay.
So is that
Dog.
4d6 plus 3, I guess? That would be 18 points of bite damage.
Wait, it's yeah, because you're doubling the dice. Yeah, and the thing recoils from the damage. And is she moving or staying put?
She's gonna growl and stay put.
Staying put. Who's next?
Next up, we have white token with Orson on deck.
Okay. I have advantage to hit both Periwinkle and Silhouette and Orson. Let's see if we can kill this ninja.
She got some healing, so maybe, maybe not.
I have a 19 to hit Silhouette.
Oh yeah.
I
think Chris Kachuanse is gonna intercept that.
Okay. So switching places with her?
Yep, take down.
Okay. So Kachuanse will take 14 points of psychic damage
Okay.
and then roll a d4.
That'd be a 1.
One, she subtracts that from her next hit roll or saving throw.
Alright, well, she gets a claw attack in response. So that claw attack would be a 20.
20 will hit. And she
And
no
that's
longer
a
has to
D6.
worry about that d4.
And so that claw attack is for 7, and I guess the ghost needs to make a DC 14 saving throw.
The ghost can't be knocked prone.
Oh,
It's a ghost. All right, so
that's-
that was the ghost's turn. It's continuing to repeat its mantra over and over again. Who's next?
Orson with green enemy token on deck.
Whoop. And let's see. Spear 1. 21.
21 will hit.
Or that's
Hopefully the squeaking didn't disturb anyone.
no, it didn't even hear it. That's 6 points.
Okay.
Spear 2. 16.
Also hits.
That is 11 points.
11.
Yep. And the butt is a nat 1. So that's 6 and 11. And a miss.
Okay. The thing is
And-
continuing to recoil from the damage.
All right.
Is he moving or staying put?
He is going to. No, he's fine right here because he gets his reaction regardless.
Okay.
Yep.
Who's next?
Let's see. So that was Orson. We've got green enemy token with Edmont on deck.
Okay. First lump of coal is going to enter Orson's threat range here.
Okay. Orson is of course going to attack it. That's a 28 hit.
That's good. The second lump of coal will leave Genie's threat range here.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. By all means, go ahead.
That's an 8. Excuse me. That's a 8 plus 6, 14.
Yeah.
Okay. That one breaks. And then the third and final lump will leave both Periwinkle and Silhouette's threat range here.
Silhouette's
Silhouette's
taking a
prone.
swing at disadvantage.
Yeah, same. Oh, nice. That's a 21 from Periwinkle.
So
That
Periwinkle.
one.
And that one. So Periwinkle broke the third one. So no coal ignites on this turn.
Yay!
Got Edmont with Ekon on deck.
Edmont, how's
Half
that
my
dirt
movement to
taste?
stat. I'm not liking it.
That's Ekon.
It's Ekon, yeah. You gonna be okay, brother?
Yeah.
10.
So you're going to move away without
Actually, no.
attacking it?
No. I am going to attack it.
Punch the train. Try suplexing it.
Punching the train. No, we're not. No, I saw what that got her. How does a 16 do?
16 will hit.
I feel like she died doing what she loved. Really, I feel like that's the most fitting way for that character to go out in this campaign. Spend the
7
2
points.
sessions building it up, and then she just dies.
7 points. Okay.
7 points bludgeoning damage from the first hit. How does a 13 do?
13 will not hit.
Key point, flurry of blows.
Okay.
How does you said the 13 doesn't do. How about a 15?
15 will not hit.
Okay. Well, at the very least, I can get my.
You're
get
taking
my
advantage
movement.
of Fairy Fire, right?
I am not taking advantage for Fairy Fire.
Okay, go back to the second hit.
Nat 20.
Nat 20 will do it.
6, 9. Max damage. That is
Okay.
15 from that first hit.
So
And then second from that first flurry hit, and then the second one's gonna miss. Definitely.
okay.
So, and then Edmont is gonna get come on. 10, 20, 30.
Technically, you're leaving the train's threat range, but it doesn't have a melee weapon attack to hit you with.
I can imagine, yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it for me.
Ekon with Periwinkle on deck. No, sorry, that's a character with Lilac on deck. Not a character somehow. Stand up, half my movement. Bonus action, 4th level Hammer of Air.
Well, that's a big
Whoa.
one. My goodness.
We've slowed this thing down enough that seems viable at this point.
The hammer can't actually take damage, though, can it?
No, and it can move 20 feet, so as long as we keep it below 20.
Ah,
So that hits an armor class of 23
that'll hit.
and deals 15 force damage.
Okay.
The hell of a spiritual weapon.
5, 10, 15, dash. 5, 10, 15.
Can
5,
you dash?
That's a bonus
Oh,
action
yeah.
spell.
Oh, right. Ultra brain genius.
Hammer of Air is real dumb.
That's the end of Ekon's turn. Got Lilac with Disc on deck.
Lilac is my Mephits. I get no Mephits spawning in.
Yay!
And then the train begins to speed up a little bit.
Got Genie with Victor on deck.
What do you guys' hit points look like? Well, I can't do anything, but what does Edmont's hit points look like?
Well, not that you can see Edmont's hit points right now.
Yeah, you know what?
but-
Don't even answer that question. There would be no way for Genie to be able to...
Oh, you got a point. You got a point.
You have
got a
no
point.
idea what's going on outside.
So is there not a door separating the coal room from the engine room?
No, there's not. The coal just floats right on in.
So if I look at this, so what I can see is that there's just all this loose coal sitting right here, right?
Yes.
Exposed to the air.
Exposed to the air.
Do it.
I would like to thunderwave this this square
Mm-hmm.
right here, and all the coal is pushed 10 feet.
Okay, you blast this tsunami of coal up against the back end of the train car.
With my intent is to push all the coal back where it can't just spawn right here. It's where it's gotta spawn.
Genie, can't you levitate all the coal?
Anyway,
Roll Well, it's a cone from that space, yes?
It's a square. It's a 15-foot
Square.
cube. So it gets all of these squares.
Okay.
So if you
Roll
want, I can
damage on
just-
that thunder wave.
Oh, okay.
And I'll do some calculations on my end for
That is 20 damage.
20 damage.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
thought you were going to just
You push
levitate
the coal
coal
back.
out.
I mean, within a few moments, it's going to just fall back into place.
I'm just trying to buy time.
Okay.
And my
Yeah, I'll start the coal 2 squares further back next time.
I mean, also, like, if it just it doesn't damage objects, it just pushes it back. So-
No, I'm just using the damage as a metric for how much space were you able to clear in that one moment.
Right.
Moving or staying put?
I am still for bonus action.
Okay.
I'm going to turn around, and with the decanter of endless water,
Are you able to selectively not hit Periwinkle with that?
it just says
Still is prone though.
it says produces 30 gallons of water that gushes forward in a geyser 30 feet long and 1 foot wide. As a bonus action, while holding the decanter, you can aim the geyser at a creature you can see.
So I'm going to say you're aiming it over Periwinkle, who's laying on the ground.
Right.
Okay.
So I need a DC 13 strength saving throw.
That's a fail from the big guy. I don't
Okay.
know if he's big exactly, but
2 points of bludgeoning damage.
okay.
And I guess the water continues on. I don't know if the water actually... Well, he's incorporeal.
It does. It goes right through him and goes into the furnace. And as it does, the train does slow down somewhat.
Okay.
Got Victor with oh, you still have movement maybe.
No, I'm basic. I'm not
Victor
going anywhere.
with the train on deck.
Is Victor finally going to join this fight?
Victor did something good the first time. Yeah, how much movement does it take to get down?
I'm going to say it's going to take you 10 feet of movement to get to the edge, then 10 feet to get down to this square here. So you've got 10 feet of movement left when you land.
So 5. So 30 gets me there.
Mhm.
I'm not sure if I trust those monkeys in the engine room.
They are your monkeys. They are your problem.
So we're gonna. Our bonus action is gonna be to dash.
Do you want to attack before you do that?
I mean, that's not gonna matter either way, but sure, we'll attack
You're
first.
rolling an advantage because fairy fire.
Yeah, but isn't that still gonna be an advantage if I go back?
He's got like 60 feet of range.
Yeah, he has weird psychic daggers that don't have a range increment.
That just
Yeah,
don't have them.
as long as he's within 60 feet, he can hit the train.
So we'll attack first.
There's no
Maybe
long
he'll-
range on his dagger because it's magic.
Yeah, maybe he'll stop the train with this attack.
Essentially a cantrip that never levels up, and
Scales really well.
he gets sneak attack with it.
It kind of does scale like a cantrip.
Does a 16 hit?
It does.
Hey.
Thank God.
That fairy fire is doing some work.
So for what it's worth, that would be 21 points of fire damage.
Okay. And outside, you can tell the train is bloodied.
Hey!
And then Victor will GTFO.
So he gets 30 more feet from that square. All right.
Train.
And he'll tell them that Genie's handling it.
Train moves forward 10 feet.
Oh!
So what happened? Is the hammer non-corporeal?
Yeah.
So the hammer is like,
In the engine now?
you guys can see it inside the engine, floating there.
Oh, Ekon's trying his best. Good job.
Who's next?
It's like the biggest hammer
Next
I've ever
is
seen
Silhouette
this.
with Periwinkle on deck.
Okay, so Silhouette. Was she? Yeah, she was knocked prone. Is she going to stand up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, she's going to stand up and she is going to attempt to stab this thing. I have a 16 to hit the ghost.
That'll hit.
And how about a 12?
12 will also hit.
All right. Then that's 6 points from the first hit,
Sure.
5 points from the second hit.
And the thing recoils from both hits. She moving or staying put?
She's good. She's good where she is. So I think I found a happy position for her. Now, if I could just get past the ghost's turn without getting psychically stunned, it'd be great.
Periwinkle stands up and then makes 2 multi-attacks. First one hits an armor class of 21,
That hits.
dealing 5 slashing damage. Second one hits an armor class of 21, dealing 8 slashing damage.
And the ghost recoils from both hits.
That's the end of her turn. We've got Pink Token with Evie on deck.
So the trains attack. Get my D4s. Evie and Ekon. Strength saving throw, DC 16.
I definitely do not pass.
I don't think I can make this. I have -3 strength.
10 points of force damage as again the smokestack belches out magic missiles that knock your feet out from under you. Even
Fairy
knocked prone.
on.
Fairy Fire's gone.
Oh, that
It's a 9
sucks.
on my save. Anyone else hit it with Fairy Fire, though, because it can't make deck saves.
I can do it.
You got more than one slot now. That's right.
So Ekon, you are prone in that square, yes.
You're right, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Who's next?
I've got Evie with Doggo on.
Good news is, Evie, you've got a pretty good amount of space.
All right, yeah. Stand up. My action, I recast Fairy Fire on the train.
And it automatically fails its dex save because it's a train.
Evie's aura makes it glow kind of blue. It's kind of real, like, eerie looking.
All right. Don't have to brag about it.
Kind of kaleidoscopic. Let's see. Bonus action, she'll put another Radiant Salt on her dagger.
Okay.
And I think she's just gonna stay where she is.
Gotcha. Who's next?
Doggo with Token on deck.
Doggo.
Your Fairy Fire is proof that you're a hot topic, Goth.
What is wrong with
Who's
you?
turn?
I need to make that her new ideal.
It is Prescatouillance's turn.
All right.
Yes.
Let's go to Beyonce. Will once again lash out with abandon. So the claw. Say 13 hit.
It does.
Yay! Finally. So it's going to be 6 points from the claw.
Okay. And the thing
And
cannot
the
be
bite.
knocked prone. It's non-corporeal.
13 for the bite.
Also hits.
It's going to be 8 points.
And the apparition recoils from both attacks. Is she moving or staying put?
She is going to go 5, 10.
So she's leaving a threat range. Is that the intent?
You know what? Nah, she'll stay put. She's going to trust these guys to handle the coal.
Okay. Who's next?
White enemy token with Orson on deck.
Here we go. Let's see if I can make this damn charisma save.
I just need... I actually just need Periwinkle and Genie to make a charisma saving throw. Silhouette
Periwinkle
is
and
not
Genie.
in range in that square.
That is a 8.
8.
Only 8 points of psychic damage for the two of you. And you both got 8s.
Mm-hmm.
8s all around today. And yeah, both of you are stunned until the beginning of your next turn, as you are racked with violent visions of all of the terrible ways you could die.
Orson with green enemy token on deck.
Okay. Spear 1, 14.
14 will hit.
That is 8 points.
Okay.
Spear 2, 18.
Also
For
hits.
10 points.
10 points.
And that is 19.
Also hits with the butt.
That's, yeah, but
Good old butt.
for 8 points.
And the apparition recoils from all 3 hits. Orson, moving or staying put?
Orson is staying put.
All right. And who's next?
Next up, we've got Green Token
Green token.
with Edmont on deck.
All right. So Genie can't do anything because she's stunned. It's entering
you're
Orson's threat
supposed to-
range here.
You're supposed to start back further.
Okay, we can do that then. Genie can't do anything because she's stunned, and it's entering Orson's threat range here.
I guess they have like 30 feet of movement. That sucks. 18.
18, so that clump is broken. It's not exiting anybody's threat range here.
When it enters Silhouette's threat range, though, and
So here?
she's not. Yep. She's going to take a swing at it
Okay.
because she has that ability.
She does.
Hey, that's a nat 20.
And that will break. And then she can also move if she wants. Can she
Yeah.
not?
Without provoking.
And the coal advances. How do I want to do this? I do not have a plan for moving the coal back any. I'm going to say that the coal is going to continue to advance another 5 feet forward on everybody's turn until it's burned up. Or somebody destroys it, whichever happens first. So who has the next turn?
Edmont.
Edmont. So at the end of Edmont's turn, it'll move 5 feet forward again, leaving Periwinkle's threat range.
Yeah, don't mind me as I teleport into there. I don't think it's in range to teleport. I had
Bet
to see
there's
the
shadow
the
in the
spot anyway.
Coal bin.
I have to see the place where I'm trying to teleport to, though.
Right.
Okay.
But what I could do is I could run up to it,
Wow.
punch it.
Running towards
run
the
back.
train. That's incredible.
Yeah.
We still got a fairy fire.
Yep. 16 hit.
It does.
5. That's 8 points bludgeoning damage from the first hit.
Okay.
Extra attack. 18 to hit.
That'll hit.
9 points bludgeoning damage from that second hit.
Okay.
And I believe this is my last key point. No, I'm down to 1 now. But I will flurry of blows here.
Okay.
The 25 to hit.
That'll hit.
9 points bludgeoning damage.
That's
and
a
the
good
last
hit.
hit from flurry of hit. My flurry hit. That's going to hit for another 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
That's a lot of hits. A lot of things
Yeah.
happen at once.
You know
The
what?
air fills with an incredibly high-pitched screeching sound as the wheels of the train seize against the track, throwing electric sparks in all directions behind it. From your vantage point inside the train, the fire in the furnace gets snuffed out, and the apparition in front of it arcs its back and throws its head backwards and its arms up in a pained expression as the last of the flames engulf it entirely before they snuff out. The coal just clatters to the ground non-ceremoniously.
Good job, Edmont. You stopped the coal.
And in a few more moments, the train comes to a complete halt. And you no longer hear the whipping wind from outside or the thunderous roar of the track. And it's very quiet and very eerie.
Edmont kicks off with his last attack and just kind of is already like trying to jog, and he doesn't exactly register with him until he looks back to when he hears the squeal, and then he's just like, he doubles over. We're never doing that again.
Dude, you just killed a train with karate.
I did.
Those of
Wish
you
Renee had
outside,
been here to see it.
the countryside surrounding you starts filling with thick mists.
Oh, not this shit again.
Oh shit.
Yeah. No.
Ekon's running along the underside of the train. Can I find Renee's body? I think we've
Yeah,
gone about 50 feet from where she got run over.
you find her mangled corpse, disembodied in several pieces.
Wow.
It's been
I'm
less
following-
than a minute.
I'm following my
Yeah.
brother.
Do it.
I could pull out a scroll and bring her back to life.
Does Revivify require that the body be in one piece?
Let me look.
It can't restore
The
any
spell
missing-
it can't restore missing body parts, so no.
So
You can bring her head back.
Well, what if we pull all the body parts together and she's not
It
actually
wouldn't
missing
heal
any
them.
of them? No.
It doesn't knit.
I feel like I've ruled on this in the past. Whether Revivify can... Because that was a pretty
Yeah,
gruesome...
more powerful spells can, but Revivify can't.
I mean, she got hit by a train. It
I mean,
doesn't
technically,
matter.
they're not missing. They're there.
Parts of her are
Treble,
definitely.
how would you rule this? Because you were you were running a modern game where people actually did get run over by trains.
It was a fire truck and a taxi cab, and I think I would let them do that, assuming they had all the parts. But
You're willing to consume a 300 gold piece diamond for this NPC?
that's on.
Or
on
did
Destil.
you already you already consumed it in making the scroll? Is that correct?
Yeah, I can assume to make the scroll. I mean, we'd need another scroll because what if one of us dies? But yeah,
Yeah, I'll say you can use the spell here, but it's not going to regenerate her missing arm
Yeah.
or leg that got torn off by the train rolling over her.
okay.
Got a sister who's a mechanic. I'm sure they'll work something out. Full metal saving.
Oh.
Well, I mean, just it's battle wounds for trying to suplex a train.
Yeah, she's got a great story. How do you have two a missing arm and a missing leg? Well, let me tell you about this time I tried to suplex a train.
No,
It
just
did not
picture-
work.
Everybody's hanging out in Narsh. They turn the door. Sabin limps in, missing a leg, like leaning on a crutch.
Yeah. Like we've kind of created a time paradox in FF6 land.
No, I'm absolutely certain that with the technology that exists in her world, she'll be fine.
So yeah, you've saved Renee's life, but at what cost?
I mean,
'Cause
technically
her
speaking,
body is broken and useless.
It's
500
Ravenloft.
gold GP diamond. That's what the cost was.
Yeah, you're like, welcome to Ravenloft, bitch.
I mean, like in the technology of Fernisco, we can make magical arm like prosthetics. So
Yeah, you're not
they
in
cost.
Fernisco, though.
I understand that, but they're ahead of Fernisco, aren't they?
We can invite her to live with us.
Yeah,
She
she's got
can
shit to
join-
do.
She can join our village.
I mean, Periwinkle is doing most of the talking at this point. She's willing to accompany you guys back to your village, for the time being at least, for some convalescence and then planning their next move. She means if it's true that they can get back on this train to return back home now that you've dispelled the surge of evil, the surge of death that it was drinking upon.
So, as we're going back through the train, do we stumble across that gold car?
No.
Give me 50 gold pieces in a week, and I can have 50 gold pieces worth of material, and in a week, and I can get Renee a fake arm and a leg.
So at this point, exiting the train back to Darkon would involve traveling back through the mists, presumably back to the valley from when you left. And you're inviting Periwinkle and her party along with you. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Unfortunately, you all arrive back in the valley that you left from, more or less safe and sound. I don't actually have the valley map queued up.
Oh, we also invite the dude we met
Yeah,
back.
Van Richten.
Well, he was back in the caboose.
Caboose is a fun word.
Could we
It's a fun
go?
word.
Do we grab him on our way out and be like, "Hey, we're going. You want to come?"
Well, you were leaving as soon as you stopped the train. 'Cause if you're
I mean,
waiting
he
for it
knows
to
where we're
start
at.
back up again.
Yeah, he knows where we're at.
When you emerge from the mists, however, your new friends are no longer with you. To what worlds they wound up in passing through the mists is knowledge you are not privy to.
Dark Lord Renee, the dark realm of suplexes. Like her punishment is that she no longer all these suplexable objects, and she no longer has the capability to suplex.
You're giving her a fate
Fucked
worse
up.
than death. Good job.
That's
So-
fucked up.
Do you guys want a rundown of the behind-the-scenes mechanics for this fight? Because it almost worked as how I intended.
I couldn't tell if their hit point pool was shared or if the ghost dude just didn't have a hit point pool.
So the ghost started with 100 hit points, and the train started with 80 points of speed, basically. After you reduced the ghost to 80, every point of damage you did to the ghost reduced the train's movement by 1 foot. So if you did 8 points of damage to the ghost, it would reduce the train's speed by 8. To a minimum of 10. Once you got it to 10, it could not go below that. And there were a lot of attacks wasted when it was at 10 feet.
Yeah.
Every lump of coal that landed inside the furnace gave it plus 10. And then at the bottom of the order, way down here on 0, it got to roll a d12 and just add that in. So you guys reduced it to really slow on that first round. You almost ate up his entire hit point pool. I probably should have done it like a 2-for-1 thing. Like 2 points of damage reduced the train by 1 feet. Would have given it like a smoother curve instead of dropping it down to 10 and then almost leaving it there. I did absolutely intend for Renee to get her ass destroyed trying to suplex this train. That was
You let us on that she could do it the whole time, and then she does it, and you kill her.
I don't know, man. I played the Pixel Remaster and I wasn't able to suplex the train, so I don't see why you guys should be able to.
You can suplex the train.
You can suplex it.
I said I wasn't able to.
So what happened when I played the Pixel Remaster is Saban got confused and I couldn't control them for the
Yep, me too.
like last little bit of the fight because I had queued up a Phoenix down. So, oops.
So you arrive back at the valley. All of the treasure that you took from the train is still intact, but you never find out what happens to the friends you made along the way, including Van Richten, but presumably he had other secrets about the train that he had not revealed to you.
Yeah.
The journey back to your village is uneventful, and I have a village save here, don't I?
You should.
Oh, this is the old
That's
crappy
old.
one. No, we're not going out on the old crappy villain.
Yeah, we don't live there anymore.
If we come back and it
unless-
looks like this, something happened.
Something happened and I'm concerned.
You don't think messing with that train did anything to the cycle of life and death, did you?
Maybe it sent us back in time.
Depends on whether Periwinkle was right about it actually being carrying souls back. Here we go.
Much better.
So 2 events do happen upon your return to the village. First of all, there's construction going on outside the walls of the village. Several new stone is being broken for the foundation of several new houses. 3 wagons of homesteaders arrived in your absence. Men, women, and children with a variety of skill sets and whatnot have arrived in your absence. 2 of them have already been given leave to for construction nearby. They're Darkanese families. The 3rd one, however, has not been given that same privilege. They're being denied the opportunity to enter the village as citizens because they're Barovian. And all of the people here mistrust the Barovians. That's not a decision we have to deal with right now. That's going to be something for when we come back. The second event that happens is your elevator is done. I'm sorry, your
Up-a-majig.
up-a-majig is done. And it's fantastic.
It's a lift.
And Victor will spend an hour going up and down.
We have these in Fernisco, Victor.
And every time you approach the Up-A-Majigger, the guy stands out front of it, proudly puffing his chest out. Gonna use the Up-A-Majigger, huh?
You know it, buddy.
The third event is the day after you arrive home. Stepping out into the morning is snow is beginning to fall over the village, ushering in the beginning of winter.
So what you're saying is when we come back, the winds of winter are going to be here?
Yeah, exactly.
Winter is coming.
I could make a winter version of this map if you really want me to.
So,
No.
I'm going to step away for 2 minutes and add up the gargantuan truckload of experience. Of course, we're splitting it 10 ways, so we'll see what ends up. Go ahead and think of some blips, and I'll be back in just 2 minutes.
Who was the most creative today?
Genie for blasting the coal into the back of the coal car.
Yeah, definitely. I'm down for that. Who furthered the party's goals the most today?
I had somebody for that, but I forget now.
Maybe Evie for exploiting the train's weakness.
That
Fuck, what was I gonna put for that
I
one?
want to give that to Evie for doing her absolute best to maintain at least the veneer that she's in charge.
She
I don't know.
didn't
know
go
if that's
crazy when
further-
she was called Sergeant Bitch Queen.
That's not the. I don't know if that's necessarily furthering the party's goals.
You you are very polite. I am the Duchess of New Warren, and these are my monkeys. This is my problems. And then we just run around smearing poop on everything. And you do your you do your very best. You try very hard. Edmont is
for-
the badass.
Yeah, punching a train to death.
Yeah.
Complete agree.
You know, I was going to try if you rolled a 1, or 2, I was going to remind you you can.
Yeah, I have my accessory, but it turns out I just have to roll really high on my dice forever.
It turns out that Edmont was tired of this train's bullshit.
Yeah.
I think Edmont was just tired of all the damn 1s and 2s this day.
For intangibles, I'd like to give to Ekon for Fairy Fire on a creature that can't make a dex save. That was
That's all.
really impactful.
It's really amusing.
Yeah, the Fairy Fire was good. I think we should all get intangibles for rolling so many 1s.
I am glad we saved Renee's life. I don't feel like that was misspent.
We need another 300 gold, though.
All right.
Yeah.
Who
I
wants
tried to
some
find the gold card.
encounter experience?
Yes, please.
For a lot of zombies and some cats and a big cat. You didn't fight the whole big cat car, though. You could have fought a whole bunch of those. The Chatternook Demon, a bunch of Mephits, and the train itself. Everybody is taking 1,905 points of experience. 1905.
You remembered to take away credit for the people that left us, right? They don't get an experience.
No, they were there for every single encounter. And as far as you know, they leveled up.
Yeah, but they don't want to. They got to wait for the espers.
Yeah, they gotta wait for espers.
Nonetheless.
And Renee didn't get any experience. She was unconscious at the end of the
Well, you don't
fight.
get experience from boss fights anyway. If you want that rule,
that's a
then
good point.
none of you guys get any. I'll just won't
Well,
count the Chatternook and Phantom Train fights.
So, in fairness, she was dead at the end of that fight.
Yeah.
So she should not get a share of experience from that fight.
No, you get experience in the fight you die. This has come up a lot with Nodal.
Okay. All right, I'm not going to argue that.
That's not a thread you want to tug on.
Noble has died a lot in combats.
Who wants to make a case for their blips first?
I can go.
I can go.
I heard Saul first, and also
Okay.
he's the prettiest.
I am the prettiest. For her alignment, you messed with my family, less with me for trying to save Renee on the train tracks, even though it didn't work.
Now, does Renee count as your family?
We were family on that battle. I think we were all in it together. She has her family, but she's has a fairly loose definition of all the people in her orbit
Okay.
are kind of all kind of her family. Her ideal must become a leader others can believe in for exploiting the weakness of the train.
So,
And,
the train had a radiant damage threshold. I was keeping track of how much radiant damage was dealt inside the train, And at certain thresholds, stuff happens. Like at the 11th point of damage dealt, all of the windows and doors in the room blow off. Which is what happened in that Chatternook fight.
Yeah, that was a really bad time for that to happen. We almost lost Ekon.
And then at 31, it tries... it'll knock everybody prone inside of the car, which was also a bad time for that to happen. Because Victor could have been thrown from the train.
Yeah. Okay, last but not least, flaw no one understands for when Victor called her Lance Corporal Bitchfest.
Lance Corporal Bitchfest is definitely a word that I heard.
I mean, you're the Duchess. You can have him executed. Like, build a
Put that on-
guillotine.
You could put that on your. I mean, you've got a very nice business card. Like the Evelyn Veritas, Bitch Queen of New Warren, Lance Corporal Bitchfest.
I also heard Genie in there, I think.
Yes.
Treble was vying for control.
Chaotic neutral when in doubt to go with your gut. For trying to talk her way into... Her gut told her she wanted to get like some kind of documentation on these cannons.
Mm-hmm.
And she tried multiple times during this adventure to sweet talk her way into those gun cars to look around, and it just didn't work. Practical solutions to impractical problems, my ideal. For blasting the taking what she learned in the gold car and using it on the coal.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
And the video.
Okay. Who's next?
I think it's Victor.
I
Can go.
I heard Edmont first.
I have my alignment, lawful neutral, take everything he can for give nothing back, for refusing to allow his money to be used to buy the snake oil potion.
I thought it was really funny that you guys spent almost 300 gold on a healing potion.
Eh.
You did get a plumed hat out of it, though.
Genie is
did.
still wearing that.
Ideals, life is my canvas, and I will make my mark on it for whining at Evie, or whining at Genie for throwing away the demon painting. Like, why would you do that? I could have studied it.
A demon in it.
And then this world is filled with predators and prey, and I sure as hell am not the prey for saying, fuck this, and just running up and giving the train the biggest I am a man punch.
It was pretty good. So,
Like,
in
I
case you're
rolled
wondering,
3 of those hits.
you could have stunned the train, but it wouldn't have stopped it moving. There was nothing you could do outside the train to stop it from moving. The people inside couldn't reduce the hit points of the boss, and the people outside couldn't stop the train from moving.
Yeah, I figured that would be the case. That's why I didn't even try.
But you would have prevented a round of like magic missiles.
Fair enough. Those were kind of rude.
And then I heard Victor in there somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Vincent.
So alignment ends justify the means. So that would be trying to talk his way into the guard card instead of stabbing his way in, as well as abandoning people on the train to go see what was going on downstairs and stab the ghost. For the ideal, seek the truth no matter the cost. That was trying to take the lead on exploring the train to find out all its secrets.
How many secrets do you think you found?
Well, we found out there's a very large gold car. We found out that when you die, apparently you go on a train, so that's kind of disturbing.
And you will never find that large gold car again.
I know, I'm very sad about that, because we
Somewhere-
spent $300.
Somewhere out there is a room filled with like 5 billion gold pieces and treasure that Ian lost years and years
Zook's
ago.
Zook's sitting back there watching, like, I lost more gold than that. Get on my level, son.
And then for the flaw values knowledge over people, that would be trying to take the demon painting.
Okay. I did not have a contingency for what would happen if you guys took that painting, but I've got like 6 weeks to think of something, so it's probably for the best that it was thrown off the train. All right, that just leaves Ekon.
So I've got my flaw. I'm sure there has to be something good just over the next hill for buying the potion, believing that it was more expensive, it was better. And then I've got Lawful Good, the Shining Words of Air will lay down a path for us all for reviving Renee.
Okay.
Oh, I thought it.
That sounds like some Kawazu shit where it's like, oh no, the more expensive potion must be better, and it's like not.
Oh no, have I become Kawazu?
You might have.
Was that it for Ekon?
And
Is he an
initiative.
initiative nerd? Yeah.
Okay. Who had the most creative solution to a problem this session?
That was Genie for Thunderwave, blasting the callback.
And who did the most to further the party's goals?
That was Evie for trying to keep a lid on like control the reins. Like, it's kind of amusing to me to watch McDohl kind of hang back and going, "Yes, you've watching somebody else suffer."
A little bit, but it's still like the Razu inside of me is screaming every time this happens.
Okay. Who was the badass?
That was McDohl for punching a train to death.
Oh, I didn't set up a straw poll. Let me do that real quick. Get some last minute votes in. My apologies.
Oh, just for punching a train to death. I was ready to like remind him about the new magic item if he didn't like use it, and he just rolled straight up sixes like 4 times. It was great.
Yeah, I was gonna kill it on my turn because of the fairy fire, but I have to.
I mean, you
course
could have
that is
been doing
fact.
you could have been doing hundreds and hundreds of damage if you'd stayed out to fight it to begin with.
You know, part of me was like thinking maybe the ghost inside's a more threatening one, so I'm gonna go there, but couldn't kill it.
It is amusing to me that we have just ended up with Red and Birdie again.
All right, I'm going to post the link to the straw poll in the chat. That should go to the actual straw poll today. Yeah, there we go. All right, so sorry about that. We're giving badass to Edmont.
Edmont for punching a train to death.
And what about intangibles?
That was
That was kind of. I think it was it was Ekon for Fairy Fire on a thing that can't make dex saves.
Yeah.
And I'm assigning 1 blip to everyone in the party for technically getting to the end of the adventure with all 4 of your NPCs alive.
300 gold for some number of experience.
Whenever I'm a player in a game and I'm given like an NPC, like, here, you run this guy, I have a tendency to like turn him into a guinea pig. So I thought I wasn't sure. I thought like either they're going to have enough of a connection to these characters from having played in the game that they're based on that they won't instantly kill them, or they will value their own characters' lives over the NPCs and have them do dumb things and get killed.
Well, what is this? Trying to suplex a train count as a dumb thing or not?
No.
That was a gotcha because I knew that you were going to try it.
I mean, you put it on the sheet. There was no choice. It was her flaw. She had to try to suplex it, I feel. That was what she would have done if she was being controlled by you.
And Evie has our straw poll for the week. Okay, let's go ahead and... are we level 8 or do we hit level 9?
8. We just hit level 8.
Just hit level 8. So blips are worth 466. So Edmont, you had 3 and you earned 5. So you're rolling over at least 3. Are you going to come in for after the break with 6?
Yeah.
Okay. Ekon had 2 and you earned 5. So you're rolling over at least 1. We're going to come back from the break with 6?
Yeah.
Okay.
What are they worth right now?
466.
Sorry, what was that?
466.
Thank you. Sorry, the audio was a little...
I had thought we were going to have one more session before the break.
Nope.
You know, remember he said we're going to
Evie.
go late.
Had 6 and you earned. You got 6 blips this week? This doesn't seem fair. You have 6 blips you're rolling over. Genie, you have 4. You earned 5.
Okay.
Are you going to come in after the break with
3.
6?
Yeah.
Okay. And Victor had 6 and earned 4. So yeah, we are taking a break at this point. So we're not going to come back to Ravenloft for, I think we said 7 weeks.
Yeah,
So
June.
coming back. I can't count. 1, 2, 3, 4.
It was like July 3rd.
Oh, I had June 26th marked.
Maybe that was when it was 6.
In any event, we're not actually going anywhere because Treble's going to be running Wild Beyond the Witchlight Forest during the break. So we still will be here on Sunday. I'll be playing in the game, and then some other people that we've never met will also be playing in the game. And it should be a hell of a good time. So this brings us to a close for Act 1 of Ravenflumph. Thank you all for indulging me in one of my favorite D&D settings. I look forward to continuing and torment you all and drive you psychotic in Act 2.